public property.
Okay, but then respect.
Oh, I'm respecting it.
That's it right there.
You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property. You. God is not. That's it. God, this will be public.
Getting this on film.
In a recent incredible mountain-sized bit of twisted irony, this man was arrested by this man, Sergeant Bradley T. McClure, and his accomplices, her and her. What did this man do to be treated like a common criminal? Did he harm someone? Did he threaten to harm someone? Did he damage or steal somebody's property? No, no, and no. And why exactly is it that this arrest is an incredible Mount Everest-sized pile of twisted irony? Well, it all centers around this thing. It's called the Liberty Bell, with an emphasis on liberty. I mean, it seems pretty obvious.
Right?
The Liberty Bell is currently located at 526 Market Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we'll get to the significance of that location in a minute. In summiting this mountain of irony, it's worth noting that, historically speaking, the Liberty Bell, the symbol of liberty in the United States, was ordered by the Pennsylvania Assembly in 1751 to commemorate the 50-year anniversary of William Penn's 1701 Charter of Privileges. It was to be installed in 1752 in the Pennsylvania State House, known as Independence Hall. And what's the significance of Independence Hall?
Independence from what, you may ask?
Well, independence from redcoat tyranny, of course. And that would also include thin blue line blue coat tyranny and green coat tyranny, brown coat and shirt tyranny, and of course we got to throw in possible Roy G. Biv tyranny. I guess what I'm trying to say is independence from all tyranny. Independence Hall is the birthplace of the United States. In 1776, the Second Continental Congress signed the Declaration of Independence here. 11 years later, in the same room, delegates to the Constitutional Convention created and signed the United States Constitution. In the United States Constitution, we find the Bill of Rights. And within the Bill of Rights is the First Amendment, which says that nobody, not even Congress, can abridge, shorten, curtail, truncate, lessen, reduce, or remove the unalienable right to the freedom of speech or of religion. So what does all this have to do with this guy in the costume and his ponytail henchmen? Or is that hench women? Man, it is so hard to tell these days. Anyway, what does all this have to do with the blue coats arresting this guy? Well, as fate and irony would have it, this arrest took place less than 65 miles northwest of the Liberty Bell and the birthplace of the Constitution. You know, that Constitution that codifies and testifies to the fact that we have unalienable rights. The Constitution these people thought they fought, bled, and died for. The very Constitution that these clown suit wearing bozos swore to protect, defend, and uphold. So why is this guy, Damon Atkins, being arrested by Sergeant Bradley T. McClure of the Reading Police Department? I could tell you, but I'd rather show you.
I don't care. This is public property. It is public property. You don't have to say you don't care. I don't. God, let them have their. This is public property.
Okay, but then respect.
Oh, I'm respecting it.
That's it right there.
You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property. You. God is not. That's it. God, this will be public.
Getting this on film.
Can I give him my bag? All the stuff's in. Joe, I'm going to need you to go to 128 North. And they're clapping. Brothers, man.
I cannot believe I'm watching this.
Altar. Oh.
As you can see from the video, Damon Atkins had a message and was utilizing the public sidewalk to express that message, just like the Elemento peers were doing across the street. Atkins was charged with criminal disorderly conduct with engage to fight. His court date is set for June 16th at 8:30 a.m. In an overview of Pennsylvania's disorderly conduct laws, the only thing one could possibly cite as perhaps applying to Atkins is the part where it says that, quote, in Pennsylvania, it is a crime to intentionally cause or recklessly create a risk of public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm by making unreasonable noise. But even that's a stretch and holds no constitutional weight. The problem for Sergeant McClure and the Reading Police Department is that you can't turn a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. This would be a perversion of justice. And if there's a law that sets itself up against the Constitution, according to the Supreme Court and the Constitution, that law is to be considered null and void. Besides, is a man using his unamplified voice on a public sidewalk unreasonable noise? What about the noise the people across the street were creating? As can be expected and consistent with Sergeant McClure's tyrannical actions in stifling free speech, the Reading Police Department Facebook page, because they're starting to get pummeled with calls by outraged Americans, are now limiting comments on their posts. Apparently, nobody at the Reading Police Department wants to hear what Americans have to say. I'll end this video with my call to the Reading Police Department.
Reading Police, badge 460.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Good. My name is Brian. Is there a commanding officer on duty that I can talk with?
Regarding what?
I just wanted to commend them for what they did the other day when they arrested that troublemaker on the street.
I can transfer you up to the chief's office. Hold on one second, please.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry.
Sergeant Mel Begley.
Is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Sergeant. My name is Brian. I was just calling to commend you guys for what you did out on the street. I know you're probably getting a lot of negative backlash for that incident where they, that Christian was yelling that crazy hate speech from the sidewalk. I just want to commend you guys. Your officers did a fantastic job, especially Sergeant McClure, and just taking care of these people. We've come to a point in America where we can't have Americans thinking that they can just willy-nilly exercise their freedom of speech in public places and think they can get their message out. It's time that we took a stand. And you guys at the Reading Police Department, you guys absolutely took a stand. Sergeant McClure was absolutely on the right side of history. We need to revise the First Amendment. We need to be able to have the Sergeant McClures of this world transgress and abridge the freedom of speech at will. So, hats off to your officers. Who cares if this was like 60, 65 miles from the Liberty Bell? You guys did a fantastic job in silencing this man's voice. That right there is what North Korea's, America. That's what Communist China, America. That's what America should be all about. Thank you. Have a great day. If you like these videos, maybe you'll like some of my others. Check out the most popular videos page and my playlist. I'm sure there's some videos on there you haven't seen yet, and they're all as relevant today as the day that I made them. Help me overcome the censorship algorithms by leaving a comment underneath this video. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. You can also become a channel member and grab a hard-hitting, conversation-starting design that you can put on a shirt, hoodie, mug, cell phone case, hat, whatever you want. Remember, freedom is dangerous. The only thing more dangerous is not having it. I'll see you in the next video.